Broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining us today for the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty Impact Day. And just a couple of tips for an enjoyable webinar. It's helpful to have pen and paper or a tablet on hand to take some notes. And you can email me at stacybenedict@bhhsfloridarealty.com or text me at the number you see on the screen if you're experiencing any technical difficulty and need assistance. You can view your own control panel by clicking on the arrows in the upper right-hand section of your screen, and feel free to type in a question or a chat, as I will be monitoring these throughout the presentation, and we will make sure to address all of your questions. So it is my pleasure to introduce and hand it over to Carol Hill. Carol, it's all yours.
Thank you, Stacy, and good morning, everyone. Welcome to Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty's Impact Day. Like Stacy said, my name is Carol Hill, the Vice President of the Northeast region. And this is a great way to start your day by tuning in this morning to Impact Day. This morning, we're going to learn about the tools and the services designed to enhance and benefit your real estate career. We have a dynamic lineup of real estate professionals that will walk us through the services, the products, and the tools available to each of us that will help grow our business. Meet my counterparts. Berkshire Hathaway Florida Realty has 4 regional vice presidents. Each regional vice president oversees the activity of 10 or more offices. Elaine oversees Orange, Osceola, Seminole, Manatee, Hillsborough, Sarasota, Brevard, Lake, and Alachua counties. I oversee Palm Beach, Martin, St. Lucie, and Indian River counties. And Sean covers Collier, Lee, and Charlotte. Next, Ray Mesa. Ray is our president and CEO and is currently overseeing our Southeast region, which is comprised of Miami-Dade and Broward counties. Ray is very active in the National Association of Realtors, Florida Realtors, and his local association, Miami Association of Realtors. In 2021, Ray achieved the National Association of Realtors Emeritus status. The Emeritus status is awarded in recognition of 40 cumulative years in membership in the National Association of Realtors and in recognition of valuable and lasting contribution to our real estate profession. Once again, Ray has been named to the Swan Pole Power 200 for 2022. Ray repeatedly ranks among real estate's most powerful and influential real estate industry leaders in North America, according to the Swan Pole Power 200, one of America's most influential executive publication. Ray does an outstanding job keeping us up to date with newsworthy industry information. Be sure to read his valuable emails. Next, joining us today will be Eric Spotswood. Eric is the Regional Market Manager for Prosperity Home Mortgage. Prosperity Home Mortgage is a full-service mortgage banker specializing in residential and refinance loans. Prosperity Home Mortgage offers a wide range of mortgage products, which Eric is going to review for us. Having worked personally with Eric and his team, I have witnessed their dedication to you and your customers. Prosperity Home Mortgage is all about doing it right and getting it right. Next, we'll hear from Rob Dutcher, Business Development Manager for Florida and Title and Guarantee Agency. Rob will navigate us through the closing process. Closing with Florida Title and Guarantee Agency is the #1 ingredient for a successful closing. Be sure to read the monthly news brief that is delivered to your email. It contains a wealth of information on industry-specific articles designed to keep you informed and up to date. Florida Title also offers a wide variety of training and educational classes each month. Be sure to talk with your local title rep to find out when the classes are being offered. Also joining us this morning and returning to our company, Saud Sadeya, account executive with American Home Shield, and we are thrilled to have Saud back with us. A real estate home warranty from American Home Shield gives your buyers and sellers the protection they need at real estate edition prices. Give your customers industry-leading coverage with American Home Shield. You will see and hear from Saud and his colleagues during your office sales meetings. Welcome to Linda Lindenmoyer, Vice President of Business Development and Relocation. Linda is going to talk about outgoing referrals and broker-to-broker referrals, both business opportunities designed to enhance your earning potential and grow your network base. In 2021, Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty Relocation Department earned the prestigious Heirs Broker Network Bronze Level Award for exceeding all standards in maintaining a commitment to the highest level of customer service. Linda and her team deliver outstanding award-winning customer service. Congratulations to Linda and her team. Our final presenter will be Stacy Benedict, Vice President of E-commerce and Marketing. Stacy will walk us through the tools and products designed to grow your business and help increase name awareness. We are indeed in very special company. 3 years ago, we were welcomed into the Home Services of America Company, an affiliate of Berkshire Hathaway. Warren Buffett's quote was so perfect: "A home is one of the most important assets that most people will ever buy. Homes are also where memories are made, and you would want to work with someone you can trust." We are honored to be a part of the Home Services team. Home Services is an outstanding organization with a world-class portfolio of real estate brands and an exceptional leadership team. Becoming a member of the Home Services family of companies gives us a unique opportunity to grow and better serve our customers. While our roots are in residential real estate, we are an ever-expanding family of real estate brokerage, mortgage, title, and insurance companies. Each company enjoys strong brand recognition while sharing the same guiding principles of honesty, integrity, and commitment to delivering a superior customer service. Home Services of America is a Berkshire Hathaway affiliate based in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and through its operating companies is the nation's premier provider of home ownership services. Home Services is also the owner of the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services franchise network. In 2021, the Home Services family of companies facilitated over 395,320 transactions with $203 billion in sales volume. In 2021, based on the Real Trends 500 report, Home Services earned the #1 ranking in closed transaction and is the #1 core service provider. It is a strong, successful company with a culture of integrity and long-term investment philosophy. In 2021, Florida Realty sales volume exceeded $4.6 billion with over 14,538 transactions. Our firm consistently ranks in the top 15 companies in the Berkshire Hathaway network of companies. In the state of Florida, we have been ranked as the #1 Berkshire Hathaway affiliate in sales volume and number of units. We have a great deal to be proud of. We are a full-service brokerage founded in 1999. We are 23 years young this year. Our company is comprised of 30 branch offices across the state, serving 21 counties with over 1,600 sales professionals. As a matter of convenience for you and your customers, you are welcome to use any of our office locations. Just have your business card handy when visiting another office. Our company is very well diversified and uniquely positioned to assist home buyers and sellers from many different countries. Just take a look at the languages spoken throughout our firm. Among our 1,600 sales professionals, there are 34 languages spoken. If you fluently speak a second language, please be sure to let your managing broker know. The Berkshire Hathaway brand is one of the most respected names in business worldwide. Warren Buffett said, "You will gain from the strengths of those around you." Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices is a real estate brokerage network built for a new era in residential real estate. According to the 2021 Forbes Global 2000 list, Berkshire Hathaway is the third largest public company in the world. Just one A share of stock is currently priced at over $476,000. Strength, integrity, trust, longevity, and excellence make up the DNA of Berkshire Hathaway. Check out some of the Berkshire Hathaway companies. You'll see some very familiar household brands. Additionally, be sure to visit the BHHS Resource Center to learn how you can save on Geico insurance, for instance, and receive other discounts and benefits. And that's all because of your brand affiliation. For 2021, according to Fortune magazine, the Berkshire Hathaway brand is the 6th most admired company worldwide and has ranked among the top 10 companies for the past 14 years. The Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices real estate network is comprised of more than 50,000 sales professionals with nearly 1,500 sales offices operating in 47 states. In 2021, the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices network closed over 396,000 transactions with more than $179 billion in sales volume. And our international expansion continues. The iconic Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices brand can now be found in Toronto, Quebec, San Miguel, Cancun, Dubai, Berlin, London, and Milan, Lisbon, Portugal, Madrid, Spain, Athens, Greece, and New Delhi in India. The network member map we are looking at right now is a great visual that shows the reach of the Berkshire Hathaway real estate network. This is a page you will want to include in your listing presentations. You can find the map in the BHHS Resource Center. Show me the money, and we would be happy to do just that when you refer a potential recruit to your managing broker. We would love for you to refer a colleague to any of our 30 branch office locations. And if hired, you will receive $400 at the recruit's first closing, plus an additional $400 when the recruit has their second closing. What an easy way to make $800, right? And we've made it simple. Simply log on to our company's intranet at www.floridarealtyintranet.com from the homepage, scroll down to Team Building 2.0, Sales Professional Referral Form. Open the PDF to complete the form. You can email the completed form to careers@bhhsfloridarealty.net or simply provide a copy to your managing broker. We thank you in advance for helping us grow. Our strong culture aligns with our belief in giving back. All Sunshine Kids activities are free of charge to the children and their families. Thousands of children have enjoyed group activities, adventure trips, and the emotional support they need during one of the most difficult times of their young lives. The Sunshine Kids Foundation is a nonprofit organization and is not dependent on government funding. All monies come from individuals, foundations, and corporations. Since 2001, our company has raised over $3.9 million, and that's all thanks to your efforts. We are the #1 Sunshine Kids fundraiser in Florida. Please go to www.sskchampions.com or text SSK to 50155 to donate. Plus, you can also sign up for automatic commission contributions. Please talk with your managing broker for more details. And thank you in advance for your support and dedication to the Sunshine Kids. Buying or selling a home is an emotional experience, and people need an expert to partner with, a trusted real estate advisor to provide advice on the smartest moves possible. That's where you come in. A Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty sales professional is the stability consumers need in a world that never stops moving and never stops changing. By tuning in today, you've taken an important step in discovering how you can continue to be that knowledgeable, trusted real estate sales professionals that your customers count on. Thank you for joining us today. You are an important part of our company, our culture, and our future. You are in the right place at the right time and with the right company. We are glad you're here. Joining us now is Eric Spotswood, Regional Market Manager with Prosperity Home Mortgage. Welcome, Eric.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I know even after all those exciting things that Carol just said, everybody's at home. They're like, when can we hear about the lending, though? That's so exciting. So I know that's not the truth, but I have a flawless record in these sessions of having nobody fall asleep. So I'm hoping to keep that record alive. So anyway, really happy to be here. Thank you all for having me. Excited to be part of the team. A lot of people, if I could see all your faces and I said, show of hands, who has heard of Prosperity Home Mortgage? It probably wouldn't be a lot of hands that went up before you started with Berkshire Hathaway. So who are we and why are we here? Well, we're actually a wholly owned company of Berkshire Hathaway. So we're your company. We're in all the Berkshire Hathaway offices, really from Florida all the way to California and everywhere in between. So we're in over 750 offices. So the great thing, much like value that you would add to your clients, is if you have someone and they need lending help, maybe on a departure residence or on a future home that they're looking to get, and it's in Texas or in California or in Colorado, you could talk to us. We'll be able to help you out. So since there isn't that name recognition for a lot of people with us, let me tell you a little bit about who we are. So we were actually founded, and one of the things that makes us different, we're founded by a real estate company. So a lot of people probably are familiar with the name Long & Foster. It's a really big real estate company in the Mid-Atlantic area. They founded us back in 1984. So we've been around for a really long time. We're actually one of the 18 largest lenders in the country right now. Much of that is due to the partnership we have with Berkshire Hathaway. We're listed by Mortgage Executive Magazine, Scotsman's Guides, one of the top lenders in the country for 6 straight years. And who doesn't love a good Zillow review? We're 4.97 out of 5 stars. So I always say to people, don't just use us because you happen to own us. That's a good reason. But use this because we're really good at what we do. And hopefully some of those accolades that you saw on the prior screen are a little bit of evidence to that. So we were purchased by Berkshire Hathaway in 2017. Well, really, they purchased Long & Foster, and they got us along with it. And when they looked at us and they said, well, we already own a lending arm, what are we going to do with this new lending arm? And they started really digging into what we do. The reason why we're in the offices across the country, not any other lending arm or just any other partnership, is we found that there was an immediate cultural synergy with who we are and who Berkshire Hathaway is. I know everyone on this call prides yourself of not being a transactional agent, but really being a trusted advisor, somebody that your agents can really partner, or your clients can really partner with and do repeat business. And that's the way we're wired as well. We don't make decisions just based on profit or based on margin. And we're not just trying to close the loan. We're trying to help build the relationships. We're trying to make sure that that client, when you send over to us, is somebody who's going to come back and do repeat business, in part because of the great experience for what you did with the in-house lender that you partner with. So that's a lot of why we're here. So you talk about some of the things that we do, basically everything on the lending side. The way I like to joke about it is we're the third bowl of porridge in the Goldilocks story. We're not some big national bank that has a million layers of hierarchy and red tape and bureaucracy that you have to go through. If I have an issue with a loan, we had a disagreement with an underwriter this morning. I called our national head. I've got her cell phone number. And I said, hey, I think there's a misunderstanding about what we should do. 30 seconds of conversation later, we had it cleared. The loan was moving forward. I have worked at big banks before, and what I can tell you is what I did in 30 seconds this morning would have taken me about 2.5 weeks to do there. So we're not this big bank with all these layers of bureaucracy, as I mentioned, but we're also not some small local presence that doesn't have all the programs, doesn't have all the tech, and doesn't have all the size. As I mentioned, we're the 18th largest lender in the country based on the volume that we did in 2021, and a vast majority of that is purchase business that we did. So as the market is shrinking from a refinance standpoint, you all have probably heard that rates have moved up pretty aggressively, pretty quick. We think we're actually going to gain traction and be even bigger presence next year. So I do want to talk a little bit about my team. This is one of the things that makes us different. So I was able and really lucky enough to build this team from scratch. And I look at that picture of me. It looks like I need a razor. So anyway, but I was able to build this team from scratch. And the reason I hired every single one of these people on my team is not just because they're great at their job, because they are. These are people that care about the service, that are passionate about the experience. As you saw in the Zillow reviews, 4.97 out of 5-star average. We have a consistent stream of 5-star reviews that are coming in based on the experience. And that's what all these people down below care about. So these are people that are local to your office. But the other thing that makes us different is you do have access to somebody like me. And I'll have my contact information sent to every one of you. Call me, text me, email me. As I mentioned, we're owned by Berkshire Hathaway. We're not a bank. So we don't work bankers hours because you don't work bankers hours. There's nobody on this call who has the 9 to 5 Monday through Friday shift. It doesn't exist. You work 24/7, 365 days a year, and that's the same time that these people down below work, and that's the same time that I work. So if you need us, you reach out to us, and we're always going to be able to help you. And the analogy I like to use is, if you were working with, say, a national lender or somebody, and you had the problem that came up, and it was 6 o'clock on a Friday night, who are you getting a hold of if you need to bump that up the chain? Who's the manager you're going to call if that is a Rocket Mortgage loan or a Chase loan or whatever that might be? You probably don't. If something's going awry with us, you call me. And I'll tell you right now, I give my number out to every agent. I cover the state of Florida. They all have my phone number. I don't get that many calls because my team does a fantastic job. But if you ever need me, I've got a 1-year-old at home. I don't sleep that much anyway. You can get a hold of me. Now, I'm not going to read through all these because, as you can already tell, I talk too much. But I do want to highlight a couple important things, especially in the market today. So the market, I know I'm preaching to the choir here. It's very tight. It's highly competitive. It continues to be highly competitive. So one of the things that you can do is make sure that you're differentiating your clients' offers that are out there. So you have a client that comes in, and I know the natural process is, I want to go out and home shop, and you say, do you have a copy of a pre-approval letter? Very natural question that you ask them. They hand it over to you. What I would say is, don't just settle for a pre-approval letter. You need it, and that's kind of the ticket to the game to put in an offer, but that pre-approval letter is only as good as the paper it's written on, really. And let me explain why. So anyone who's been doing real estate for a while has probably had a loan that has fallen apart as they've moved through the process. So how does that happen, though? Like, it was pre-approved. Like, why didn't it go to the finish line? But the analogy I like to use is, it'd be like me taking my car into the shop and it was leaking oil, and I said, what do you need to do to fix it? They're going to tell me what they think they need to do to fix it, but ultimately they don't really know until they look under the hood of the car. So I've never taken my car into the shop where they haven't called me back with 3 extra things that they didn't tell me first. Now, they didn't know that they didn't know those things because they hadn't looked under the hood of the car. The same thing's true with lending. A pre-approval letter, and especially in today's market, it's becoming more and more self-directed. People can go online, just do it themselves, knock it out in 10 minutes. But if there's any inaccuracies in that data, then that pre-approval letter is now no longer valid. Enter in our buyer's advantage process. What we do in our buyer's advantage process is, while a client is shopping, I'm going to gather all the documentation from them to validate the stated information that they've given me and make sure that it checks the boxes, make sure that everything that they said actually checks out, and I can give you a full loan commitment. A loan commitment is when an underwriter has reviewed the file and said, I've looked at the documentation, I've looked under the hood of the car, and this loan is approved. So what you can do then is you can now walk into a competitive situation and everybody's handing out a pre-approval letter, and you walk in and say, no, I've got a fully underwritten loan commitment. You can be that much more confident that this deal is going to go through. You all know that it's not always the highest offer that gets accepted. It's the one that they feel like gives them the best chance of getting through to the closing table. So when you can walk in with a fully underwritten loan, it builds confidence and it lets you get there. So you look at that and say, well, why doesn't everybody do that? Well, the answer is money. Because if I'm going to get this file through process, I've got to involve processors, underwriters, probably compliance people. There's a lot of people. So most lenders are going to look at that and say, well, what if you don't end up buying a home, or what if you don't pick me? I just spent that money. I didn't recoup any of it. But we look at it the other way. What if you do? What if you do move forward? What's the difference in the experience? I can get all this cleared out of the way while you're shopping. It's inherently less stressful to do that. The stress happens once you sign a contract. So that means that you're going to feel happier and more relaxed as you move through the process. It means that I can close you faster if you want, because the lending part of the process is already done, and you're going to win your offers faster because you have this full loan commitment. That once you get a full loan commitment, I will also give you a letter to give to the seller that says we will close on time, or I'll give you $10,000. So now whose offer looks better? And the other thing I will say is, let my team make that call. Give that offer into the listing agent and have my team call behind and say, hey, I just want to introduce myself. I'm the lender who's going to be working on this file. I want to let you know that we've already reviewed everything. You probably have a letter that shows that we've been fully underwritten, but I just want to make sure you're aware of just how strong of an offer it is. I've heard stories constantly about how listing agents will come back and say, because of that extra call, that's the thing that set them apart to win that deal. Let my team do that for you. All this costs nothing. This is zero cost, zero commitment. So there's no downside to the client. Also, as I mentioned before, rates have been moving up aggressively. I've been doing this for 20 years. What I've seen happen here in the first quarter is something I've never come across as far as how aggressively rates have moved up. Well, while they're going through our buyer's advantage process, I'll give them a free rate lock for 90 days. Again, zero cost, zero commitment, no downside to them. So those are some great things to help you win offers in the market today. Couple other things, and then we'll move on. Another thing that's really tough in the market today, appraisals. Appraisals actually got even tougher this month. You might not be aware, but Fannie Mae, who invests in about 85% of the loans that are out there, and Freddie Mac, signed off on allowing appraisers to do desktop appraisals. What that means is they are no longer requiring an appraiser to come to the house. Appraising of the home is already a hard enough job. My heart goes out to my appraiser friends. You know, it's a tough gig, especially in an escalatory environment like this. Now they're not even coming to the home, and you have a lot of environments where people will use appraisal management companies. They use it because they don't have appraisers in all the areas that can help them. So they hire a third-party company who's going to go find the appraiser for them. But that's when you run into a situation where you say, well, I'm buying this home in Boca, and somebody came from Miami to appraise it. Send somebody from Miami. Why don't you send somebody local? The reason is the appraisal management company, we'll use an example, say the appraisal costs $500. The appraisal management company says, well, I'll get it. I'll get an appraiser for you, but I'm going to keep a haircut of those fees. So maybe the appraiser only gets $300. So they'll put out a little halo to say, hey, does anybody in Boca want to do this appraisal for $300? If they say no, they'll open it up. Maybe I want to get up to Stewart. Maybe I'm going to get down to Lauderdale. Maybe I'm going to get down to Miami. I don't know, but the bubble keeps going until somebody accepts. So that's when you see somebody flying in from another area who doesn't know the local market, who's finding it really hard to understand how the market works, and that's where values get really wonky. Now that it's a desktop appraisal, that's probably going to happen a lot more often, because now I don't even have to make that drive. I can do it from my desk, but I still don't know the neighborhood. So how do we solve that? We have an in-house group of appraisers. They don't work for us. It's still independent because that's the way the laws are written. So they work for their own companies, but we have an internal panel. That panel was built by referrals from Berkshire Hathaway agents and brokers. That's the only people we put on, because I don't want to go online to 123appraisal.com and say, give me 5 appraisers. You all work with these people on a regular basis. You tell us who the best of the best is. If anyone on this call knows anybody, send them over. We're always looking to add more people to the panel. Now, why do they want to work with us? Because in my example where I was charging $500, we don't keep one penny of that. So maybe the appraisal management company kept a couple $100 of that. They get 100% of the money with us. And they don't wait till after closing to get it. If you send in an appraisal and it's good, it'll go through a review. Normally it takes 24 to 48 hours. And as long as it's not materially deficient, I'll pay you then, where most lenders are going to pay you after closing. So I'll pay you more, I'll pay you faster, because we know how important it is to get the appraisal right. Last thing, before we go to the next slide, the other thing I want to make sure you know, veterans, we love our veterans. If there are any veterans on this call or anyone who had families served, thank you so much for your service. Me and my family greatly appreciate what you did for us. We waive our origination fee on all of our VA loans. They're never going to pay it. We also credit back the cost of the appraisal at closing. So you will not find anyone in the market that will do a VA loan cheaper than us, and I will go toe-to-toe and say you won't find anybody in the market who will do it faster than us. So those are some great products. Also, teachers, first responders, just as a thank you for what they bring to the community, we're going to waive that. So this is our buyer's advantage process. I know I just talked about it, but I'm going to talk about it again because it's that important. It is free. It is absolutely no commitment required from the client. They can send in their documents. It makes things smoother, makes things stress-free. You're not going to have those files fall apart on you right before closing, because if it's an issue, it's always going to be an issue. I want to know it now while I'm shopping, not after I had that hard-fought contract that I earned. So let us know. We'll do the buyer's advantage. So moving on, closing guarantee, as I mentioned, this is the carrot on the cake. I'm going to do my free loan commitment for you, and then I'm going to turn right back around to them, and I'm going to say, here is a $10,000 guarantee that we will close you on time. It goes to the seller. Why does it go to the seller and not the buyer? Because the seller probably doesn't want the buyer to get extra money if they don't close on time. That's not incenting the seller to be confident. I want the seller to know that if you don't close, they're going to get money, to be that confident in the offer so that it stands out and it makes them want that much more to accept it. So we're trying to make sure your buyers get to the front of the line. And if we'll move on to our next slide, this is a little copy of what the closing guarantee looks like. We customize it with all the specific information, send it over to them so that they have it on hand. And again, allow our team to make the call too. What we've heard in a lot of instances is sometimes people send it in and the listing agent doesn't really understand what it is. They look at it just like it's a regular pre-approval letter and they move right past it. That's where the reinforcement of the extra call from my team reaching out to them to say, I just want to make sure you saw the documentation, because you can tell them, but I always use the analogy, you telling a listing agent that your buyer is great is like me asking my mom to tell people that I'm handsome. They're going to look at him and say, well, of course you have to say that, you're his mom. Like, what else are you going to say? But if someone else says it, then it impacts people a little differently. So if you say your client is great, they're going to look at you and say, yeah, everybody thinks their clients are great. But if we can call and say, hey, listen, I'm the one handling the loan. Let me tell you about all the work that we've done. Let me tell you what the documentation is that you just got on hand and how powerful it is. That's going to make your offer stand out. Let's switch on to our next one. And if you needed more, there's always more. But wait, I feel like an infomercial. But wait, there's more. We also have an offer that says if we don't meet or beat your client's offer, then we'll give them a $250 gift card. The only thing I ask is two things. A, I want to know that it's an actual offer. We get a lot of people who's like, yeah, I looked online and it looks like I can get a rate that's lower, but they haven't actually applied. Rates are very contingent based on scenarios. So we want to see that they've actually applied, that they actually have a loan estimate of the costs that are involved. I ran into it with a friend of mine up in New York the other day. She said, I'm getting this great rate. I said, they send you an estimate of the fees? She said, yeah, but they said that there's no fees. I had her send it over. There's $9,000 in costs. So we want to see that there's an actual offer on the table. If you can show me there's an actual offer and we can't beat it and they show that they close, I'll 100% hand them over a gift card. We're that confident that we'll put a best offer on the table for you. So moving on to our next. And that was it. I think I did that all in 2 breaths. I hope you all followed me. I hope my streak of not letting anybody fall asleep on me is intact. We love doing what we do, and hopefully you get that out of this conversation. We're not just going through the motions. We're here and we're passionate about lending. We're passionate about making sure that you have a great experience, that your client has a great experience. And like I said before, don't use us because you happen to own us. It's a great reason. Don't use us because we happen to have an office in your office. We're there local. Also a good reason. Use us because we're really, really good at what we do. We've been doing this for a very long time. We have a lineup of clients who are extremely satisfied, giving us 5-star reviews, and we'll make sure that we make you and your clients feel really good by the closing table. So thank you all in advance. Welcome aboard to the company. You've made a fantastic decision to be here, and looking forward to meeting you all as I get into your markets. Take care, everybody.
Thank you so much, Eric. That was great. So it's my pleasure to have Rob Dutcher from Florida Title and Guarantee Agency join us. So Rob, it's all yours.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Rob. I'm the Business Development Manager for the Orlando area for Florida Title and Guarantee. In addition to myself, we have other leadership, and the reason I bring it up is because they're on every single email. You will see that Jeff Hall's name, Sherry Roll, or Kelly Davis are on there. The reason for that is if you're not happy with the service that you're currently getting from the person you're getting it from, we want to be very clear, very honest, and say, here's the person you talk to if you don't like this person's answer. And so obviously, like everybody else in the entire world, when they try and sell you something, we're going to tell you we have a commitment to superior customer service. We have dedicated licensed title reps. What that means is simply that we are all licensed. Just the same way you get licensed for real estate, we get licensed for title. We have classes we have to take. I have to keep going in order to make sure I get enough credit hours and all of that fun stuff. It's not a requirement. It's something that we like to do so that you know that our people are up to date with what's going on within the industry. And back to the commitment to customer service. The difference between us saying customer service and maybe title company down the road is this is my 21st year doing title insurance. And if you would have asked me 3 years ago before I started here, has a real estate agent ever just walked up to me in my office and asked me a question? The answer was probably no, unless I was physically doing the closing for them or something like that. The difference is that we're in your office with you. So just like the other company, just like Prosperity, we're there with you. We're always available. You can walk up and ask us anything you like. So we conduct face-to-face closings at BHHS Home Services Florida Realty throughout the entire state. it says REO and HUD transactions if you have one of those still. Commercial closings, constructions, 1031s, FERPTAs, and then the best selling point I can give you is agents are paid directly at closing. So rather than sitting and waiting or having to go and pick up a check from another title company or something like that, obviously we're there with you. And then there's also options available through the brokerage to get your money as well. Now on to Stacy's favorite slide, it's how the closing process works. So we're going to see the very first thing in the middle is contract and deposit. So that means you've done your job. You've gone out, you've either gotten the listing and then have a buyer, or you have a buyer and you finally found them a home in this market where you blink and your home's gone. So after that, you can see the left-hand side is where the mortgage is going to start. The right-hand side is where title's going to start. And then you can see in the middle where we're going to merge back in together. So Eric went over the mortgage side, how mortgage works, right? They're going through loan applications. They're doing all of that fun stuff. And then down at the very bottom, you're going to see the buyer's approved and then they're ready for the mortgage. Over on our side, we have a few more different steps. So we do a title search and an exam. Simply, we take a look at the public records, make sure that who we think owns the home actually owns the home. You wouldn't think that would be an issue, but it is. After that, we issue what's called a title commitment, and that's our commitment to issue title insurance at the very end. After that, you can see the processor will go ahead and get surveys, payoffs, insurance policies if we need them, all of that fun stuff. And then we're going to say, okay, we're title clear to close. Okay, so title clear to close. We get back with the lender. We get our closing instructions, documents from the lender. We can prep the documents. We close and fund, documents over to recording. And then finally, what we do for a living is issue that title policy. And the title policy is the guarantee to that new owner that they own that property free and clear. Placing an order, and whether you're placing an order with us, hopefully, or if you're using Joe up the road or Sally down the road, it doesn't matter. The most important thing you can do for your customer once you've gone through the entire process of either getting that listing or finding the buyer of that home is to give all of the information you can up front to whichever title company you choose, okay? So the more information, the better. List names on the deed, marital status, contact information. Make sure you get all the addendums over. If it's a mail away closing, recent death of a death holder of the title holder, power of attorney, power held in a trust, cooperating broker information, and then also any updates on closing changes. So our goal as a title company, especially here at Florida Title and Guarantee, because I'm in an office with real estate agents all day, you become part of an extension of me. And so if you sell a home, then I'm looking good to you and you're looking good to your customers. So obviously that's all that real estate is. Real estate is, I'm really good. Joe told me to use Sally. She's going to sell this house for me. So making sure that you do all of this information isn't only for title companies. It actually allows you to say to your customer, I did everything in my power. Now let me go yell at the title company. As a large giant company, obviously, we have representatives that you can go to within your office, and you can go and get deals on Verizon, Sprint, Enterprise, so on and so forth. One of the new things we have is called the FTGA exchange, and what the exchange is for is to safely send documents, including wire instructions, through the internet over to our buyers. The reason for that is obviously wire fraud is a big deal right now. It's a multi-billion-dollar business if you are a crook. So using multi-factor authentication allows us to say, yes, this is really us, these are ours, so that we don't run into an issue where they have the wrong wire instructions all of a sudden, wire their money somewhere completely random. So a little bit more on the exchange. Once again, accurate, on time, secure transactions. Information's submitted via the exchange. Obviously, it's way more secure than paper because somebody can forget to shred it, and email because anybody can hack an email at any time. Reduces the risk of fraudsters, obviously with the NPI, so the non-public information. And uses MFA. So multi-factor authentication is the key to everything we do anymore. Anytime I'm in an office doing a training for agents or anything like that, everything I talk about is multi-factor authentication. So your password is the same password you used in AOL 30 years ago. we reuse them. That's what we do. However, this multi-factor authentication means that even if somebody gets in, you're going to get something that says, hey, did you authenticate this? And if you say no, then you can go in and update it and change it. So when using the FTGA exchange, buyers and sellers can log in to view active and closed transactions on their dashboard. So if they've already closed, they can see all of that information. They can view the wire instructions. They could chat with us if they need to. And then after that, you're going to see the FTGA fee sheet app. There is a fee sheet app available to all of you. There's one for iPhone, and then there is one for Android. The difference between our fee sheets and everyone else's is simply the fact that I've made it. So with me and one of my partners from a previous lifetime, we created the fee sheet app from the ground up to make sure that you got the best experience possible. A few more slides, and then Zocam, another way to securely do things. Zocam is for doing earnest money. So instead of just having a picture of a check or dropping off a check, you can use Zocam in order to create that earnest money deposit and send it over to us, and it'll go automatically into our bank. And the other thing we offer is a title search offered at listing. So if you're trying to win a listing, you can come to us and say, listen, I'm going to go try and win this listing. Can you do a title search? Title search will show that they own the property, show them any liens, anything else that may be available at that time. It could be the difference between getting a listing or not getting a listing. It is completely free to you and to the seller, and there will be no charges at any point. And thank you all once again for joining me. Hopefully I made it through in time. I hope you guys all have a great day, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Great. Thanks so much, Rob. That was a lot of information, and it's good to know Florida Title and Guarantee works so well with our sister company at Prosperity Home Mortgage, as well as all of our offices and brokerage. And yes, that is my favorite visual of that diagram of the life of a file, and that can be found on the homepage of our intranet. So it is my pleasure to introduce to you our representative from American Home Shield, lifetime friend and partner of our company and the industry, Sayud Saidea. So Sayud, take it away.
Well, good morning, everyone, and I'm glad to be back. I'm looking forward to seeing most of you in the field, as well as, on Zoom or other means of meetings. But I just want to give you a quick synopsis about American Home Shield. American Home Shield was founded 50 years ago as a grandchild of two realtors in California that they were trying to avoid the risk management. So American Home Shield became a giant in the industry. We are about 4 times larger than the second competitor in the marketplace, and we have over 2 million members nationwide, and we do about 500,000 real estate transactions or 300,000 real estate transactions a year. And we also have about 6 brands that operate under the parent company Front Door. We have about 17,000 contractors nationwide, and they employ about 60,000 employees. And we have about 150 sales reps like myself in the field to support you and your counterpart around the country. So that is huge when you want to rely on a company such as American Home Shield. But before we get into depth of why home warranty is good for buyer and seller, or you as an agent, the reality is the home warranty language on the Florida FAR contract, it's for a reason. And that reason is to protect you, the agent, as well as your broker. It definitely will help your buyer and seller save money, but at the end of the day, from legality or risk management, home warranty, it's to protect you, the agent. Next, please. One of the things that I wanted to note too, agents do select NA automatically on the contract. I highly recommend not to do so, but provide your buyer and seller the information. I believe they are in your system. What are you using, Stacy, for system for document?
Yeah, right. It's Form Simplicity. So we're working on getting everything loaded into Form Simplicity. The new brochure is there. The agreement is already online, available in our company library of forms on Form Simplicity, and we're working to get the home warranty disclosure updated. So hopefully that will be done in the next week.
So that information you got to share with your buyer and seller before you select the NA, and have them accept or decline the home warranty and obtain that waiver and save it for your file for your protection. Okay. I highly recommend, if you're a buyer agent, to ask the seller to pay for it. And I know there's a lot of resistance in the marketplace because everybody think, you know, my offer should be the best possible offer because I'm afraid to lose it. You're not going to lose it over $400 or $700, you know, for a home warranty. The likelihood your offer is not in the competitive market that we are in, where they're bringing, you know, 30, 40, 50, $60,000 more to the table than what they're asking for. So I always advise you to do so. You decide. I think it helps mitigate some of the inspection issues, and a lot of buyers forgoing inspection because of they want the best possible offer to put on the table, right? So I will consider the home warranty as part to protect your buyer in those situations, and submit it. If they don't, that's fine. The buyer can acquire it for themselves. And I just highlighted that myth, you know, that a lot of people think, you know, it's a seller market and home warranty cannot be discussed because we're afraid. Fact is, discussing home warranty with a seller have shifted today market, you know, where basically if I'm a listing agent, I will tell my seller, if you were to buy a used vehicle in the marketplace and you walk in the lot and they got two cars comparable in all aspects, but one of them has the warranty and one of them without a warranty, which car would you buy? I guarantee you 100% they will tell you they buy the car with a warranty. Why would it be any different selling you a condo in this building when there's 3 or 4 units similar to yours in the marketplace listed, okay? Or 3 homes in the same neighborhood similar to your home. So that really adds value. And 2, it will mitigate some of the risk management when it comes to inspection issues, okay? They might come back to you and says, hey, the air conditioner is old and we need more compensation or credit, you know, toward that. Well, we're not going to do that because we know these things are old, and that's why we offer a home warranty to protect you, Mr. Buyer or Mrs. Buyer, okay? Next. Okay, inspection issues do show up, and one of the $1 million question always, when these issues showed up, a lot of buyer and buyer agents would ask the seller to consider, you know, the inspection report will reflect air conditioning past life expectancy, water heater rusted and corroded, an appliance is old and I need $20,000 concession. Don't concession a thing. If it involves any of these issues, American Home Shield does not have age limit, okay? And we don't care about rust and corrosion. As long as these things are working, we will cover them. If and when they die, we will replace them if we can't fix them, okay? So $475 or $650 is a lot cheaper than taking $20,000 off the table. I heard somebody early, you know, mentioning, you know, that's your money that you earn. Don't leave it on the table. If it involves any of these things, you got to consider the warranty as a solution for those problems, okay? And if worse come to worse, you can offer them 2 years, okay? It's a lot cheaper than $20,000 of the price. Multiple offer, which is a very common thing, that you want to put your customer in the best possible position that he or she can have their offer stand out in front of the seller, okay? And 2, possibly you might consider foregoing the inspection or being lenient on some of the inspection issues that might arise. Therefore, you might want to offer the seller coverage for the home during that listing period, as well as through the inspection, as well as after the inspection would be covered for them. Simply, you can write this language, as I said, buyer to pay for 1 year of an American Home Shield home warranty upon mutual acceptance of our offer. We will purchase home warranty coverage prior to the home inspection and extend listing coverage to the seller at no additional cost to them, okay? If they accept that offer, they're going to get the seller coverage, which is a max at $2,000. You see that down in the bottom, and will cover only systems, no appliances, the air conditioning, the plumbing, the electrical, the water heater, and the ductwork. So anything that break between the time that you sign the lease, the contract, till closing, they can take advantage of that. If inspection issues showed up and reflected certain elements like 5 electrical issues and 3 plumbing issues, The seller can, or the buyer if they choose, pay the trade service fee and have American Home Shield remedy those problems that have occur on the inspection. The only thing the inspection would not cover is code upgrades. That means, in South Florida, we're dealing with electrical panels. If they're 40 years or older, they want them to be replaced. American Home Shield is not going to replace those, okay? Just be aware of that. And what those items that we cover, again, is the air conditioning, heating, ductwork, plumbing, electrical water heater, refrigerant recapture and reclaim and removal of defective equipment, permits up to $250 if we have to replace a water heater or something like that, or air condition. Code violation if they have something that's still there, but it has to be replaced, because the water heater went bad and it was not past inspection, past life. We will take care of that when replacement take place up to $250. And you can see failure due to lack of maintenance, rust and corrosion, sediment. That is not an objective, to warranty or rejection to warranty the systems in the home. Next. So we offer 3 plans today, and you have those. April 1st, we're going to unveil those 3 plans with a little bit more improvement to them, and basically we are taking it to one of the best in the industry. So the Shield Essential today does not cover garage door opening, ceiling fans and doorbells and built-in exhaust fan or ceiling fans, as well as limitation on plumbing fixtures. Well, comes April 1st, will all that be changed? It'll be included, on the Shield Essential, and the faucet is going to go from the max of $250 to no limit on that. And the ceiling fan will be included as well. The Shield Plus, a max of $3,000 per appliance, is going to go up to $4,000 per appliance, and multiple refrigerator. Today you pay for extra refrigerator, that will be included. And then also an instant hot and cold water dispenser in the kitchen would be covered. And the best plan that we have is the Shield Complete, is going to be the best coverage that we offer. Today we offer unlimited refrigerant on the Shield Complete, but comes April 1st, we'll include that, but also we cover an up to $1,250 on modification. If we install a water heater or air condition, there will be out-of-pocket cost to the homeowners. With the Shield Complete, we'll cover up to $1,250 from that. And then the appliances is going from $3,000 to $7,000 per appliance. And then roof leak coverage will be included for up to $1,500. Normally that costs an additional $100, so it'll be included. And then we offer in all 3 plans rekey feature that will rekey up to 6 exterior doors and provide the homeowner with 4 keys at a $100 trade service fee. With the Shield Complete will be included for free, no charge. Nobody reject free, right? Everybody love free. The other thing that to let you know, American Home Shield does, beside home warranty and fixing things, we do provide pre-season HVAC tune-ups to your homeowner twice a year, seasonably that is. They pay a trade service fee, they will pick it up, and they will send a tech over to inspect their AC and take care of that. And then we also offer smart home tech, where they install television, electronics like, Wi-Fi area network or cameras and stuff like that. So we do offer those. And also we offer electronic protection plans for your television, for your gaming, for your computers, for your iPads, for your printers, for your surround sound, and anything else that electronics at home. We do offer plans for those as well. And then appliance, purchasing, if somebody wanted to replace their appliances, we got relationship with some manufacturers that they can get special discount through American Home Shield for that. And that pretty much it that I have to share with you guys. And one last thing. I know possibly some of you had transaction coordinators in the office that process home warranty requests. Make sure that you share that with me to ensure that your buyer or seller does not fall through the crack and we order the stuff in time and have it sent either to the title company or to the buyer where they want to acquire the policy, and pay for it directly, or they wanted to pay for it at closing. So please, please, please share that information with me. And if you don't know what to tell them about home warranty or explain the home warranty if they have questions, do not hesitate to pass my phone number or your rep in your local area to them and have them call have the rep call the rep directly and have him or her explain or help the homeowner navigate through the home warranty so they can have a clear picture of what the home warranty is all about.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was great, Sayud. Great to have you as a partner again. And thank you so much for joining us today. And just to kind of reiterate what Sayud said, if you are not sure who your local American Home Shield representative is, just reach out to your branch manager or your branch office administrator, and they're happy to share that information. Every one of our offices does have a dedicated American Home Shield rep to assist them with any questions that they have, their buyers have, their sellers have. But it's just such a great product, and we're super happy to partner with them. So, and more information, there's a lot of information on our intranet. So if you go to our intranet under the tools and resources, there's additional information on American Home Shield. So thanks again for joining us. So it's my pleasure to introduce Linda Lindenmoyer. Linda, it's all yours.
Great, thank you, Stacy, and good morning, everyone. So I'm here today to tell you a little bit about how your relocation department can support you in your business and help you make some easy money. How about that? First of all, let me go to the next slide. Just to kind of give you an overview, I'm going to spend a few minutes today just kind of telling you who we are in your relocation department and what is it that we do to support you. And again, how you can make some quick money. And of course, I'm glad to answer any questions. So the next thing I want to share with you, you saw my photo and contact information on the first slide. Here's the rest of your relocation team. Monica McBride is our relocation manager, and she handles the referrals that we receive from our relocation management companies. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But in other words, these are referrals that we're receiving as a result usually of someone's change in their job. And sometimes they come with some nice benefits that employee is receiving. And then please also meet Adrian Valadares. Adrian is our relocation referral coordinator. He's working with referrals that we receive from other brokerages who have a customer that's moving in or out of our area. Plus, he is here to help you with your referrals to other brokerages. So when you have a customer with a real estate need outside of our company's market area, then Adrian's going to help you with that referral management process as well. So how do we get our business? Well, there's a couple of ways. First of all, we belong to one of the largest referral networks in the world. That's the Home Services of America network, of course. But we also receive referrals from other types of broker networks as well. So we are known for really taking very good care of the referrals that we receive. So as a result, we get referrals from not only our own network, but other brands' networks as well. We're also a member of the Worldwide ERC, which stands for Employee Relocation Council. That's the trade organization that companies are a member of, with those companies that are relocating their employees as a result of some strategic business reason. And so that's a source of referrals for us as well. And then we're also a member of the Relocation Directors Council, and that's where we can obviously network and meet other relocation directors across the country, again, from those other brands as well, that again is a great source of referrals for us. So I want to encourage you to think of your relocation department as a central source or a clearinghouse, so to speak, for referral transaction information. So we receive referrals, as I've said, from various sources, and then we also place your outgoing referrals to other brokerages, and we maintain all of that data in our relocation department. All the referral agreements are signed by us in the relocation department, and all the referral fees are paid through our relocation department. But why are referral agreements signed by relocation? You may actually get a phone call from a broker maybe in another city, and they want to refer a customer to you, and that's great, of course. You want to certainly take very good care of that customer, but that referring agent may send you a referral agreement for you to sign or for your broker to sign, And I'm actually going to ask you to actually send it over to your relocation department for signature. We are the authorized signers for referral agreements from other brokerages. And the reason why is we want to do a couple things. First of all, we want to record that referral in our database to be sure that we don't already have that same customer. You'd be surprised how often that happens. But also we want to be sure that we don't then accept another referral on that same customer. So if you get it as a broker referral and we record it in our records, then we won't accept another referral from another source on that same customer. And that does happen. So we don't want to pay 2 referral fees, of course. And then the other thing we do is we read through the language in that referral agreement, and sometimes it's not written well. And so we will modify that language for your protection. In other words, we don't ever want you to pay more than you should pay on a referral, and only on the referred side. Sometimes referral agreements are written where you would pay the referral fee on both sides, even if you didn't have both sides of the transaction. For example, if it's a listing referral that's sent to you, and then let's say you yourself have the purchase side as well, or maybe somebody else in our company. Some of these agreements are written that we would then owe a referral fee on the entire transaction, both sides, that kind of stuff. Of course, we're never going to agree to that. So we correct that kind of language. So it's all to your benefit to send those types of agreements that you may get, to send them to us for signature and processing. On this next slide, you'll see these are some of the companies that we work with on a regular basis. These are some of those national relocation management companies that I mentioned. So these companies will actually contract with major employers to manage their entire employee relocation program. And then they vet brokers in various markets, especially the major markets like we cover, to partner with a broker to manage those employee relocation needs, either purchasing or selling, when they have a need in our market. So these are some of the companies that we work with that are very well known. And then, as Carol said in the introduction today, we're just so proud to have won some awards, again, for the type of service excellence that we provide. So these are just a couple of them from a company called Lexicon, and another one called BGRS that we have, in Bristol too, that we have won some awards for our outstanding service excellence. So we're very proud of that. So let's talk a little bit more though about broker to broker referrals. Again, these are referrals from other brokerages to us and referrals from us to other brokerages. Again, when there's a customer who has a real estate need outside of our market area, that would be a brokerage from us to another, or a referral rather, from us to another brokerage. And keep in mind, referrals can be any sort of real estate need. So could be the purchase or sale of a primary home, a second home, a vacation home, maybe a buying or selling of a condo for your college, for your customer's college kid instead of putting them in the dorm, land, commercial real estate needs, any of those kinds of things are referral opportunities for you. Don't have to necessarily be in the state of Florida even. So your Florida real estate license allows you to receive referral commission income from a transaction that you've referred, and it closes anywhere in the U.S. So, and in fact, in some foreign countries as well, as Carol mentioned earlier about the locations that we're in internationally. So let's talk now a little bit more about corporate relocation. And these, as I mentioned earlier, these are usually connected to an employer-sponsored relocation opportunity. And many times these companies, these employers are providing some nice benefits to their employees to accept a relocation opportunity. Maybe there's a strategic business reason for that company to relocate their employee to a new location, and they want to make things as easy on that employee as possible. So sometimes they'll provide some financial benefits, not always, but sometimes they do. And that could include something like help with the sale of their current home and some of those costs. Certainly help them with the cost of purchasing a new home, maybe their temporary housing, certainly mortgage programs. Sometimes they have these kind of relationships. They have their own mortgage programs. When they don't, though, we obviously always want to work with Prosperity Home Mortgage because they do such a fabulous job Sometimes these programs include some title services. Again, if they don't, then we always want to use Florida Title and Guarantee because of the great job they do. And then, as I mentioned, temporary housing, the shipment of their belongings, sometimes even services such as trailing spouse employment assistance, all kinds of things that these relocation management companies are providing to these employees to just be sure they relocate smoothly and can focus on their new position. And again, we are Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Florida Realty is an approved and preferred broker with all of these relocation management companies. So it provides great referral opportunities for us. So when we get referrals from these relocation management companies, you know, what exactly do we do? Well, we manage that referral from start to finish. So we look at, you know, assigning it to an agent. I'll talk a little bit more about how you get on the team to receive these referrals if you're interested in that. But so we follow up throughout the process, follow up with the agent, we follow up with the customer, we follow up with the source of the business. We do a lot of reporting. And then of course, when it closes, we want to make sure that the referral fee that we pay to that source of the referral is paid in a timely manner and that all of the information that they need is provided to them. So we're very hands-on on these types of opportunities. So the quickest opportunity for you as a new agent with our company, and maybe especially if you're brand new to the business, to the industry itself, is outgoing referrals. So what I mean by that, again, is when you have a customer, someone within your sphere of influence that has a real estate need outside of our company's market area. So one of the things you're going to do is develop a database. And if you're an experienced agent coming to us, then you probably already have a database, but it's a good time to take a look at that and maybe add some folks to it that you haven't updated your records in a while. But you'll use your database to stay in touch with your customers. And one of the things that I so encourage you to do regarding outgoing referrals is to use our e-card. And it is on our Marketing Resource Center. And you may not know exactly where that is just yet if you're brand new to our company, but your managing broker can help you with that. But you're going to want to send this e-card that we have developed to everyone in your sphere of influence. Here's a photo of it. You're going to want to send that to everyone in your sphere of influence. And the reason why is because, frankly, it's not intuitive to the public to understand how you can help them in other markets across the country. So this e-card will explain that very well. And so I encourage you to set it up to go out to your sphere of influence every couple of months, because not only do you need to let them know that you can do this and help them, you need to remind them fairly frequently, because it needs to be top of mind for them when they come across a need. So send it out every couple of months to your friends, any past customers, or a farm area that you may be working. Anyone you can add to your sphere of influence, maybe from open houses or floor time or for sale by owners, anything like that, you'll want to include in your database and make them aware of this opportunity that you can help them in other markets. So once you have a customer's permission to be referred to a broker in another market, then what do? Well, we have a very simple form that you can fill out. It's found on our intranet under Tools and Resources, and you just fill this form out: customer's name, their contact info. If it's a seller, of course, we need the property address. If it's a buyer, then, and you know, just kind of put yourself in the shoes of the agent that's going to receive that referral. What would they want to know? Of course, they'd want to know price point, maybe what type of housing they're interested in, what general area, all those types of details. Get all that type of information for us, put it on this form, and then just press submit. And it's that simple. That will then send that referral over to Adrian in our relocation department, and he will then take it from there and get the referral in the hands of an agent that can do a really good job for your customer in that other market. I think a best practice also is for that agent, receiving agent, to speak to you, the referring agent, maybe before they speak to your customer, just to get maybe a little bit more information from you. Maybe you want to share a little bit about their personality, that sort of thing. You don't have to do that, but I do think that's the best practice. But regardless, Adrian then is going to keep you informed throughout the referral process as to how things are going. And then most of all, he's going to be sure to let you know when it's ready to close, and be sure that you get your referral check in a timely manner. Oh, I think, Stacy, on the next slide is actually a photo of, yes, here's a screenshot of the actual referral form. So you'll see there's a QR code there. There's an actual link that you can access the form as well. In fact, here's a tip for you. If I were you, I would take out your smartphone and create a new contact, maybe call it outgoing referral, and then put the link right there in your contacts for this form. And then when you're talking to someone, even if you're in the grocery store line, I've got referrals being in the grocery store line because I had my real estate badge on. But anyway, you just open up your phone, then pull up the contact, click on the link, it would open the form, you can fill in the blanks, and you can press submit right there. It's that simple. So anyway, but that's what the form looks like, and I've told you where to find it, again, out on our intranet under tools and resources. So talking about the referral check, though, here's the best part. So I promise you, this is the easiest money you'll ever make. So for example, let's say a $250,000 sale, which we know is a very conservative sales price nowadays. But let's say you're at a 60% split. That's $1,057.50. And again, I think this whole process of creating or generating the referral and getting the information and pressing submit and all, it should take you about 15 minutes at the most. So that's a nice hourly rate right there, isn't it? Here's another example. That's, again, $250,000 sale, 75% split, that's $1,321. So anyway, some easy money. I will share with you that I have seen referral checks as much as $20,000, $30,000. Those were commercial transactions. So there's a lot of money to be made here for very little time on your part. So I think the key for you is to keep it top of mind, have that that form ready to go where you can put the information in, and just keep it top of mind. Send out that e-card so that it's everyone in your sphere of influence knows that you can help them with this, and then just listen for opportunities. One more quick thought. Let's say you are you're talking to someone who calls in about one of your listings, and they're going to be moving from another area to our area. Go ahead and take the moment to ask them, would they like to interview a pre-qualified experienced agent through our national broker network about selling their current home in that other city? And if they say yes, then that's an outgoing referral right there. It's that easy. And then obviously the opposite is true too. Let's say you're talking with a seller in our market who's going to be moving to another area, and just go ahead and ask them again, would they like to speak with a pre-qualified experienced agent through our national broker network in that new city that could help them hold their hand through the home purchase process there in that new city? Chances are they'll say yes. It's as easy as that. So that's all I have for today. I'm happy to answer any questions, or if no questions today, you see my contact info there on the screen. Please feel free to reach out to me at any time in any way that I can support you and your business. And welcome to the Berkshire Hathaway family.
Thank you so much, Linda. That was fantastic. And, getting everybody to think about referrals, because we are a referral-based business. So you make it so easy and seamless, and you and your team do a fabulous job. So thank you again.
Thank you so much. Take care, everyone.
All right. Well, again, I know we've been through so much information already, but just keep in mind this session is being recorded, and we'll make sure that the link and the slides and the presentation is not only available on the homepage of our intranet, but I'm also going to email that to you within 24 hours, so you have it directly in your inbox too, with the link to the recording and the slides. So again, my name is Stacy Benedict. I get to review all of the e-commerce and marketing tools from a company standpoint, and I am going to go over this information pretty quickly. It's just a review of what is offered to you at our company. So it's not a training or anything like that, but just kind of information that is helpful for you with your customers, whether you're going on a listing appointment or working with your buyers. So first thing, the BHHS.com website. This is the Brands Global Network website. This website, and again, just as a little bit of a homework assignment, visit there. Go to bhhs.com just as a consumer would. Search for you because you appear here. All of your active listings appear here. You can have your photo, your contact information, a history of your transactions. But it's good to know how the website works. Because people do visit there. And the site's translatable in over 12 different languages and 47 currencies. So no matter where the buyer's coming from around the world, they can feel comfortable when they're on bhhs.com that they can search for their home of their dreams. But it's great to share that information with your seller too when you're on a listing appointment. And consumers can also search by language and designation. So if they're searching for an agent, they can put in the city, state, zip. But like Carol said at the beginning of the presentation, if you do fluently speak another language, make sure it's added to your online profile. Or if you happen to be a CIPS, make sure that information is in there. You never know how or when somebody's going to be searching. So, and find you just like a consumer would, make sure your photo's up to date, make sure your contact information is showing. And just a tip, I don't want to see really the office information, the office phone number listed under your account. It's okay if it's there as well, but make sure your cell phone number, the easiest way to get in touch with you, is listed on there. And like I said, on your details page of the Global Network website is a link with your email address, your professional designations, your current active listings, your closed transactions in the past 24 months, and your office. So again, all of that information stems from your profile on the Resource Center, which we'll talk about in just a minute. The world's a big place, but our global syndication strategy just strives to capitalize on consumer preferences and search patterns to keep our listings in front of the world's serious and most qualified home buyers. Berkshire Hathaway, BHHS.com, or also Berkshire Hathaway HS.com. It's the same thing, goes to the same place. There's been over 29 million visitors to our global network member website. And a lot of the visitors come from these top 20 countries that you see on the screen. And this is available in a PDF that you can download. It's called the Global Syndication PDF, and you can find it on the Resource Center. If you just go to bhhsresource.com, log in with your credentials, search for Good to Know, and this one happens to be called Good to Know Global Listing Syndication. So we talk a lot about the Resource Center, and this is pretty much your hub. This is the intranet for all 50,000 Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices sales professionals in the global network. When you log in, username and password, if you have any questions about anything on the Resource Center, you can call or email the customer success team that are available to you Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. They're super helpful and they're there for you. So once you're logged in, again, your profile is in the upper right-hand corner. This is where you would make sure that your phone number is correct, your email address is correct, your photo's in there. And check out your MLS ID number. If you have active listings and they're not showing with you on your profile, that means your MLS number is disconnected somewhere. Just call the customer success team and find out what's going on, because that is super important when it comes to your listings, your lead opportunities, and the syndication that comes around that. So one of the first things I wanted to show you in the Resource Center is this tab, Marketing Resource. This is your one-stop online location for all your marketing materials. Once you log in, you're going to see over 3,000 templates, and a lot of those have MLS listing integration. And what that means is that anytime you put a property in the MLS, that data feeds to our webmaster, powers our website, powers the global network website, but it also powers a lot of things within the Resource Center, including Marketing Resource. So when you take a listing within 24 hours, you can log into Marketing Resource, go into a just listed e-card, select the MLS number for the property, and we'll automatically pull in the photos, the address, the property details, the features, and you can keep that e-card as it is, or you can edit it, change it, swap it out, make any edits you want to. This is a great way to quickly and easily provide marketing material all ready to go on your properties or yourself or working with buyers. One of the new things that's available to you, it's all about video these days. So if you're looking to add video as part of your marketing strategy in 22, you have at your fingertips VideoCast by Social Boost. So once you're logged into the Resource Center, there is this tab right here. It's called Videocast by Social Boost. You want to create an account, and it is how you can easily, quickly create branded videos that go in your library that can be emailed out to your customers. And it's just a fabulous way to get video incorporated. And it's all included as part of your membership. Your part of your affiliation with our company. So back to the homepage, if you want to learn how to do those videos, you can check out the Learn Center 2.0. This is where you can pretty much search for anything you're interested to learn more in. Whether you want to learn more about the Sage CRM, whether you want to learn about luxury marketing, maybe you wanted to find out more about pricing strategies or VA loan certification or Videocast by Social Boost. This is where you can get all of this information. There's on-demand classes, there's virtual led instructor classes, and so many resources that are available to you. For some of our sales professionals that also do commercial real estate, we have for you commercial resource, and that's available on the upper left-hand corner. It's called, it looks like a tic-tac-toe board, and this launches the app launcher. And this is where you can access commercial resource. If you are do commercial real estate, please make sure that your branch office manager or your branch office administrator adds the commercial resource user role to your profile, so then you'll have access to the commercial resource center. And this is where you can access the dashboard. There's all kinds of commercial forms and helpful resources. If you have commercial properties that you're listing, you can add them within your profile on commercial resources, and they'll automatically flip over to the commercial services website for Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices. And this is where you can feature your property, network with other commercial realtors within Berkshire Hathaway. It's just a great way to get the resources you need as a commercial professional. Back to the homepage of the Resource Center, I also want to make you aware of Lead Resource. This is only for Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty sales professionals, and this takes you over to the Lead Resource Center dashboard. And this is the CRM that's attached to our company website, and if you're a Prima member, your Prima website. So you'll see a lot of different options on the left-hand side. One of the things I wanted to point out is if you wanted to just send a quick email through your system, you can do it there. There's marketing in there where there are a ton of action plans that you can assign to your buyers and your sellers. But it's just another CRM. You actually have two that are available with our company: Lead Resource CRM and then Sage CRM. One of the other things on the homepage I want to point out is Buyer Match. Buyer Match is this is a program that we provide to you, our sales professionals, that allows you to capture seller leads, win more listings, and close more transactions. We actually have the upgraded version of Buyer Match called Buy Side that's available to all of you, company paid. But one of the best features that can help you generate seller leads is your home valuation website. And when you log into your dashboard, you're going to see this at the top, home valuation site. When you click on it, it will give you a link to your own home valuation website. Everybody in our company, all of you have a lead generating home valuation website that you can market it any way you want to. And immediately, if somebody goes to your website and types in an address, they will automatically get back 3 estimates of value, including one of those being Zillow. And it shows recent nearby sales. It's super easy to use. And the link, it's the same for everybody in our company. It's propertyvalues.bhsfloridarealty.com/ whatever email address you have in the Resource Center. So try it, check it out. It is live and available to you right now. Like I said, you can put it anywhere you want, market it any way you want. And it is available to you. So back to the homepage of the Resource Center, one of the other things I want to point out is social media resource. So if you have a business Facebook page, a Twitter account, a LinkedIn profile, and you want to start engaging your social media followers with your experience and professionalism within the real estate industry, this is perfect for you. You can set it and forget it. This system, social media resource, will automatically post real estate related content and to keep your viewers interested and engaged and tied to you. All of the articles are professionally written. There's posts, there's videos, there's all kinds of helpful information, and it links people over to your branded landing page. It's super easy to do. There's also a new Instagram video app that you can start posting on Instagram as well. But it's super, just again, it keeps your social sphere engaged. Back to the homepage. I think both Carol and um, Rob talked about benefits and discounts that are available with your affiliation. So this is where you find it. So when you log into the Resource Center, you click on the benefits and discount area, and this has just you can save money on your mobile phone service through Verizon, through Sprint, through AT&T, Geico Insurance. Maybe if you're looking for a new car, there's a partnership with Ford in there too. So check it out. Hopefully we can save you some money. I know over and over again, a lot of our sales professionals tell me they've saved over hundreds of dollars in any one of these programs for you. And we talked a lot about our sister companies. This this is what makes us so special. That's Home Services from us, from Florida Realty, from our partners at Prosperity, Home Mortgage, our home services insurance partners, and our partners at Florida Title and Guarantee Agency. And some of our other preferred partners we work with is Amerispec, VHT, if you're looking for professional photography, um, Unique Homes, Express Docs, Wall Street Journal. And we wouldn't recommend them if we didn't see value in it and they didn't have the level of customer service and mission and value structure that match ours. So if you're looking for any one of these, we would recommend these partners as well. If you haven't done so already, as a realtor, you have access to RPR, which is Realtors Property Resource. I would put this on your action item. List the things to do this week. Go to narrpr.com and sign up. Get your account. It is there's no cost to you, but the wealth of information that is available within RPR is phenomenal. You'll love all the reports that you can find, whether it's on one certain property, a neighborhood, an area. If you're working with a buyer, maybe coming from another area, and you wanted to do a report for them compared to them with their property in Florida, you can do that. You can email these reports, and they're only available because of your being affiliated as a realtor. Once you have your account, you want to then download the app on your mobile device. It's GPS enabled, and what that allows you to do is as you're driving through a neighborhood, if you wanted to find out about any property, you would just pull up your RPR app, and it brings up the area, and you can delve in deeper. So it's phenomenal. Some of our other company initiatives that we have is our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing program. This provides maximum exposure for your luxury listing. And our one-of-a-kind program is 100% company paid. We want you to use it. We want you to talk about it when you're on that listing appointment, and we want you to win those luxury listings. And this is in a new partnership with Unique Homes. So we publish our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing magazine every quarter. Hopefully you've seen a copy of these. Hopefully you see them in your offices. And it's a 40-page soft cover standalone magazine that we distribute among our offices. Your property, your luxury listing is advertised for the life of the listing. But when that issue comes out, we take our 40-page magazine and insert it directly into the our next edition is going to be our first edition inside Unique Homes. And this is a fabulous way. We have their global distribution, so the marketing of your property just explodes. And the distribution network, we have a partnership with it used to be DuPont Registry. This last version was with DuPont Registry, and now it is with Unique Homes. So our Luxury Collection of Florida marketing magazine, again, additional copies are distributed among all of our offices. And like I said, all the listings will be advertised for the life of the listings. So online exposure for your luxury home will go in uniquehomes.com, the digital magazine, the Luxury Collection of Florida magazine, and Wall Street Journal. And we also pay for a virtual tour. We hire VHT studios on your behalf to meet you at the property and take 20 high resolution photos that we can use in our marketing, you can use in your marketing, and a virtual tour is created. The links are sent to you. A video is posted on YouTube, and that video is also sent where you can take the unbranded MLS version and stick it in your MLS. And the tours can go on our website, national website, all of our Prima agent websites, Realtor.com and Wall Street Journal. So there are a couple of requirements to be a property included as part of this luxury program. It's typically the top 10% of the market area, and every one of our branch offices has that minimum benchmark. All this information is on our intranet. So if you go log into our intranet, go to market your listings, and then the Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing Program is one of the first links. It has to be at least a 6-month listing agreement and at least a 3% commission on listing side. And pretty much that's it. We take care of the rest. There's an application, you fill it out, turn it in, and then your property is part of the program. Just a reminder, this one-of-a-kind luxury program is 100% company paid. Michelle Serrano, she works in my department in Sunrise. She's our Luxury Collection of Florida Marketing Manager. She's available for questions as well. If you have any questions, you can email her or call her, and she's available. So let's continue to review some of our other technology and marketing tools. I talked about bhhs.com, but our company website for Florida Realty is bhhsfloridarealty.com. So again, I encourage you to go check out our company website because you appear here, all of your listings appear here. Make sure your photos up to date, make sure that you're in the right office, your cell number displays, and if you have active listings, make sure they're tied to you because anybody that inquires on your listing, whether it's on the national site or our company site, that lead goes directly to you. You are the contact on all of your listings. So let's talk about our listings. Where do they go? Again, marketing our property, the idea is when you're on a listing appointment, you know what's available, you know about your marketing that's available to your sellers, and you talk about it to win that listing. I know listings are selling super quickly, but you still have to get the listing in order to sell the listing, and we want you to win every listing appointment. So all of our listings appear on Jawai.com. This is China's largest international property portal. And we also syndicate our listings to Financial Times of London, Wall Street Journal, which is WSJ.com, MansionGlobal.com. So if you have a listing that's $1 million and above, it will automatically appear on Wall Street Journal's global website, which is MansionGlobal.com. And we even have more listing syndication on Europe.WSJ.com, AsiaWSJ.com, and brand digital advertising on Mansion Global's WeChat channel. We also send all of our listings to the International MLS, which is a global portal with more than 1 million listings advertising in 60 countries. So what that means, when you're on a listing appointment, tell your sellers that not only will you you're going to put their property in your local MLS, you will also feature it in the international MLS as well. We also send a data feed of all of our listings over to globallistings.com. And globallistings.com is one of the top ranked real estate websites in the world, and Google loves them, which is fantastic. So all your listings appear here too. But you don't have to explain it. We have a diagram, it's called Path of a Listing, that shows exactly what happens to your listing once you put it in the MLS. And this can be found on our intranet and under the Market Your Listings tab. So it's a great diagram to download and put in your tool belt whenever you're on a listing appointment and actually show your sellers exactly what happens and where you are going to market their property. And we also tweet all of our new listings. So anytime you take a new listing, we tweet about it. Tell all of our followers that you have a new listing. Your contact information is featured alongside your listing as well. And we automate your listing advertising. You have your company paid digital advertising ad strategy. And this allows you to win more listings and wow your sellers. Because what we do, anytime you take a new listing and put it into the MLS, within 24 to 48 hours, through our AdWorks partnership, you're going to get an email from AdWorks saying your AdWorks digital ad is ready. And now it's animated to drive more eyeballs to your property. So your listing is automatically targeted through behavioral targeting to anybody that's looking for real estate on the web within a 15-mile radius to all website and mobile customers. and it follows this listing ad where your listing is featured and you're featured, goes everywhere. All the places that you see on the screen, this ad follows those buyers for 7 days within a 15-mile radius of that property. But guess what? You don't have to explain to your sellers your digital ad strategy because there is a video that's available to you. So, and it's available on Marketing Resource. So when you're logged into Marketing Resource, put in AdWorks video, and you can download this fabulous video and play it for your sellers whenever you're on a listing appointment, or if you wanted to send the link to your sellers ahead of time, maybe to confirm the appointment, to kind of give them a taste of what your digital ad marketing strategy is, but it's fabulous. And you want to create a seller experience too, because remember that ad that follows those buyers within a 15-mile radius of that listing around? If you add your seller's email address to your AdWorks dashboard under that listing, that digital ad will follow your seller everywhere they go online for 7 days. And they will also receive an ad performance summary of how many times the property's been viewed. You look like a digital media rock star, and you pretty much all you have to do is add the seller's email address to the campaign once you get that notification. To access your AdWorks dashboard, once you logged into the Resource Center at bhhsresource.com, remember that tic-tac-toe board in the upper left-hand corner, that app launcher? Click on that. This pops up the ad launcher, and it has the AdWorks dashboard. That's where it is. And you want to let your sellers know that you create a website for every listing. And you can go to bhhsfloridarealty.com/MLS number, and that is the property details page for that property. Or if you're a Prima member, you can do the same thing on your Prima website at primawebsite.com, whatever your address is, /the MLS number. And this takes you directly to the property detail page with you as the contact. It has market snapshot, community information, trends, multiple photos, and your agent information. One of the things under the request a showing, people can request an in-person showing or a virtual showing. That's really important because you got to know that, because if someone schedules a virtual showing, you need to know how to do that. But one of the other things on the property details page is that it will show your sellers and you how many times that property's been viewed online. So this is a great thing to share with your sellers as well. And like I said, we talk about Prima a lot. A lot of you are already Prima members. If you're looking for a technology package, we offer our Prima program, which Prima stands for the Platinum Real Estate Internet Marketing and Mobile Advantage. It's our in-house technology package for our sales professionals. And if you're wondering, it includes a website, the back office technology, access to edit your website anytime, your own marketing domain. It's a great place to feature your sellers listings. It's a great way to place to send your buyers to, and it includes realtor.com. If you wanted to see an example of a Prima website, just go to primawebsite.com. And as a Prima agent, customers can search all of the IDX properties with you as the contact. So not only do your listings appear here, but we connect it with the MLS that you're associated with. So all of the listings automatically update on your website. You don't have to do a thing with you as the contact. And I talked about your home valuation website, which is pretty much your own Zillow. If you're a Prima member, it's automatically embedded as part of your website. So it is the What is Your Home Worth Get report. It links you over directly to your home valuation site. There's new construction. There is a news resource center. There's Google Translator, and it's all built in responsive design. So no matter what device someone's looking at your website on, they all have the same experience. And as a Prima member, there's Advantage Pro. So you're the contact on all of your listings on Realtor.com. Your photo appears, your contact information appears, there's a Cabernet banner. It just kind of stands out more. And it's included with your Prima. It also has 5-street lead routing, so automatically allows you to connect with customers who are looking online, whether it's on your website or on Realtor.com. You instantly get notified, and they instantly get notified. If you're interested in signing up for Prima, we're waiving the setup fee. For $99 a month, you can get started and take advantage of our Prima Advantage. But one of the things, if you're already a Prima member, you can now upgrade your Prima website to an HTTPS option. It's $60 for the year. If you're interested in doing that, just email us at ecommerce@bhhsfloridarealty.com and we'll get you the information. But if you have questions about anything Prima, there's a tab on our intranet at floridarealtyintranet.com on the left-hand side called Prima. All of that information is there, and that's what it looks like. So when you're logged into our intranet, on the left-hand side, there's Prima info, and there's everything you wanted to know about Prima. Again, to access our intranet, this is different than the Resource Center. Our intranet is only for Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty sales professionals, for you, everybody within our company. You go to floridarealtyintranet.com. The username is the same for everybody. It's Florida Realty, but your password is unique to your branch office. So whether your branch office number is 7533, 7549, 7529, that 75 number, that's your password to log in. If you're not sure what that number is, just ask your branch office manager or your branch office administrator, and they're happy to give that to you. There's a ton of marketing materials, ton of listing presentation materials. This is where you can find our luxury collection of Florida marketing materials. It has links over to our digital magazines, with one of those being our listing presentation book. So if you go to floridarealtylistingbook.com, it's a digital listing book, and you can use this any way you want. You can use this as your listing presentation. You can download the full PDF and just pick and choose the pages that you want to. You can take this link and forward it to your sellers ahead of time so they can kind of get an overview of your marketing that you do as part of our company, but it's available to you. All of our luxury collection of Florida marketing materials are here, including the application, including the qualifications. And we also have the Florida Do Not Call list. So if you're looking to prospect, cold call. This does not apply to anybody that's inquired on your website or asked you for information. This is just picking up the phone and dialing numbers. You still need to check the Do Not Call list. We update this list every 30 days. We have all the phone numbers in Florida. So you just go in there, click on the Florida Do Not Call list. You can check out the phone numbers, and it will immediately tell you, yes, you can, or no, you can't call them. And I would check it out and use it. Check to see if your own number is on there, so you can kind of get the process. And we have links to our preferred service partners on our intranet, like Express Docs. If you're looking to do direct mail marketing, Express Docs is fabulous. Their quality is great. Their customer service is great. It's easy to use. And they have links to our listing feed. So if you're looking to do like a just listed postcard, just log into your Express Docs account, and you can pick the MLS number and automatically pull in, do your farming, anything you want. So Express Docs is great. We also have a relationship with Toolkit CMA. So this is optional. It is optional if you want to sign up for Toolkit CMA. And this just allows you to differentiate yourself when it comes to a CMA program and product. And if you're interested in signing up, again, we offer it at a discount. It's $100 for the year, and we prorate it depending on what month you sign up. But this is available to you too. And it's great for iPad presentations, iPhone, tablets, or sales and marketing presentation, flyers, and all the information is found on our intranet. We also have a relationship with Paradigm. We automatically create virtual tours on all of your listings, put them in your Paradigm account. We do this automatically for you from the data feed. So whenever you add a listing into the MLS, put at least 6 photos. All these tours are automatically created for you, put in your Paradigm account, your company paid Paradigm account. You're emailed that information, so then you could take the unbranded tour link, add it to your MLS. Price and status changes are automatically done for you. You can, if you wanted to, you could log into your Paradigm account and enhance your tour, maybe add video to your tour. Maybe you wanted to redo the voiceover, but it's your account. You can use it any way you want to. Your Paradigm account is not only a place that houses your virtual tours, but it is your full marketing suite. And you can hold a virtual walkthrough this way. You can chat with your customers. You can set up your Zoom meeting and chat. And your Paradigm account really allows you to stay connected anywhere, anytime with your customers, with your listings. You can create buyer tours in your account too if you wanted to, maybe farm area tours. There's an app that you can download and use. So please make sure you have your login for your Paradigm Marketing Suite account. Super easy to use. and hopefully you can take advantage of all that has to offer. And we want you to wow your customers, and you can do that instantly with Agent Icon. Agent Icon is another one of those company paid benefits that are available to all of our sales professionals. Super easy, super cool. This is what you do. You take a photo on your mobile device, and it works better in landscape mode than portrait mode. But take a photo and text the image to the number you see on the screen, 954-869-9543, and see what happens next. You instantly get back camera ready branded images that can be used as social posts for new listings, open houses, virtual open houses, customers, and more. Try it out today. It's available to you. If you have the image on your computer, you can email the image instead at bhhsfr@myagenticon.com, and you'll get the same result. And if you wanted to learn more about Agent Icon, how to use it in your business, what it can do, you can watch this 2-minute video. It's available at agenticon.com/BHHSFR. Or if you happen to be on Marketing Resource, just search Agent Icon and she'll explain how to use Agent Icon. In addition to that feature, every day you're going to get in your email your daily social media content to post. And it's going to have an image of the day. It's branded to our company. And it's just a great way to just automatically get that image of the day, download it on your phone, upload it to your social media. And if it happens to be geared to sellers, I would link that image over to your property value home valuation site and start generating some seller leads. But this email is going to come from posts@agenticon.com. So I suggest adding that email address to your address book so it goes directly in your inbox and doesn't end up in your spam. We also have a Forever Concierge program. This is a complimentary service for you and your customers. And this information can be found on the homepage of our intranet at Florida Realty Intranet for Life. And this has all types of moving information that you can provide to your customers, whether they're selling their property or buying a home. It's this, and your landing page is branded to you. It has moving checklists. It offers discounts. You can have a personal concierge follow up with your customers. That it just keeps everything so professional and organized. It ties into that trusted real estate advisor for life. So definitely find out more information, activate your landing page, make sure you have access to it, start adding your clients, and you'll love your complimentary concierge program. One of the other things I want to invite you to do is join the IQ system. And Berkshire Hathaway Home Services designed the IQ system to close that real estate loyalty gap, because 91% of buyers surveyed said they would use their same real estate again, but only 13% actually did. That gap is known as the real estate loyalty gap. And the IQ system helps to close that gap. And it ties all of the technology, tools, resources, branding, all together in one place. And the way that you join is you log into the Resource Center, click on the IQ system, and join this network. Once you're opted in, you'll have access to the most dynamic and collaborative collection of assets and resources that will propel you as an influential thought leader with your customers in your service area and beyond. We all know content is the currency that builds trust and influence. And the IQ system has so much information. You can network with other realtors within the network. All good tips, whether you're looking to do maybe enhanced luxury marketing, maybe you needed a business plan, maybe you just wanted to connect with people, talk about your real estate ecosystem, have a plan. The IQ system allows you to do that. It's your place where you can collaborate, share, and help increase the value you bring to your customers and to your community. Like I said, once you're opted into the network, you'll receive a welcome to the IQ system email, and the email address will be sent to the email address that you have on your BHHS resource profile. The importance of email. We need to make sure we're communicating you, and we do that a lot through email. So make sure your branch office administrator and your branch office manager has your current email address. Make sure you're receiving our emails. If for some reason you're not getting Ray's daily emails, let us know, let your manager know. And we got to make sure that that your email address is up to date. This is an example of a newsletter that you'll get from Ray every day. Again, it's called the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Florida Realty Daily E-News. And this allows you to stay up to date and current with everything that's going on within the real estate industry. Sometimes there's even going to be articles that you'll want to share with your customers as well. But you do want to add news@rasmedia.news to your address book. Again, so that this email goes directly in your inbox. Real Scout. Real Scout is a fantastic platform that we just introduced, another company paid program. We rolled this out in November, and it combines revolutionary buyer data-driven listing tools to help you win and sell more listings. It has the industry best home search experience that helps your buyers find the perfect home faster. So this is what the dashboard looks like for your Real Scout account. Activate your account today. So if you have any questions about Real Scout, I'll put the help information. It's just support@realscout.com. But this is a system that allows you to capture, engage, and convert more listings. Um, it, it is super professional. Once you start using your Real Scout dashboard, add your buyers, add your sellers, let them stay up to date through this system and through AI. It has a conversation about preferences that the system finds that your buyers and sellers kind of navigate to, and you don't have to do a thing. You get notifications on your phone. The system will automatically set them up with listing alerts, market reports, and all that kind of stuff. So activate your account today with Real Scout. It engages your customers with smart, intelligent conversational text automatically on your behalf. So why use Real Scout? Then, let's say your MLS. Real Scout, it's a private search platform that's branded to you. There's no ads, no distractions, no other realtors. And like I said, it allows you to stay connected to your customers. It provides better results than your MLS and provides a better experience for your customers. And use it to your advantage. Tell your buyers and your sellers you have Real Scout, and you will invite them to use your Real Scout platform, whether they're looking for a home or looking to see what's going on in their market. Maybe it's one of your sellers and you want to make sure that they stay on top of everything else that happens to come up for sale in the area. And it's easy to identify red hot conversion moments with your Real Scout account, because your Real Scout system alerts you whenever somebody views a listing, when there's somebody new in your system. And there's even a test the market buyer demand report that's available in there for your sellers. So if you have any questions on your Real Scout account, again, all company paid, activate your account today. You can email support@realscout.com and get started today. More information about Real Scout is available on the homepage of our intranet. When you log into our intranet, go to Tools and Resources, and under the Real Scout section, you'll see all of the information there. I think we had mentioned that we have Form Simplicity. We have the Ultimate Edition for all of our sales professionals, which gives you unlimited e-signing, unlimited storage transaction, and you access your Form Simplicity through your MLS or directly at bhhsfr.formsimplicity.com. And if you need help with anything that I talked about today, you would reach out to that specific support team member. This is what we call our help flyer. You've probably seen it in your office, but this is available on our intranet as well. And you can download it, keep it with you. So if you have questions with Form Simplicity, you can reach out to them directly. Real Scout, same thing. Forever Concierge, Buyer Match, 5 Street, Realtor.com, VHT, Express Docs, Paradigm, or Prima. So all of this information is at your fingertips. Sabrina Lucania, she is our e-commerce manager, and you can call her or email her if you need assistance as well. But any questions, you can always easily direct it to ecommerce@bhhsfloridarealty.com, and we're happy to assist you. And you want to lean in with our partners, hopefully by tuning in today and learning more about our affiliate partners, our sister partners. You can feel comfortable and confident that they will get you the answers that you need. They will take care of your clients to the highest level, and maybe reach out to your PHM mortgage consultant for financing scenario worksheets on your listings. Maybe ask your title rep to perform a title search on the property after securing the listing so you can market it with a clear title policy. They're happy to do that. Or ask your home services insurance representative for homeowners insurance estimates on the property. Again, we're your team. We're all in this together. We want you to succeed, and we're super glad you're with our company. So my information's on the screen as well. But again, you can always email ecommerce@bhhsfloridarealty.com, and we're happy to assist. And I don't see any questions. So again, this session was recorded, and I'll make sure that you all have a copy of it as well as the slides. So thank you again.